Well, I don't know. We're going to see how well we can do this. No matter how hard I tried, I could not get down inside there to be able to show you this. Excuse me. But the mounting, I took the mounting piece off so you can see how it looks. Okay? And as you can see, the one on the bottom is the complete opposite. There's this piece that goes on it, and then there's the actual mounting piece retainer that goes on top. Okay? But when you use a pin, it clips into here. Now, as you can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but as you can see, when it clips in, the back portion of it runs into this, the front portion runs into this part here, which is an anvil. Right in there. So when we go and we connect this in, we want that to be in about the same location when we're putting in the pinless. And it works the same way on the bottom. Boy, I hope that I can get this to show up like that. So we take this thing here and let me put this back in. And you got to crank pretty hard on these to get this tight, because this is a piece of casting. I'm very sure it's cast iron, although it may be cast aluminum. I'm pretty sure it's cast iron, though. It's pretty stout piece of metal. Now, what I do is I tighten it down. Okay. I don't know if we can see this. Yeah, you can see it. I release the back end when I cut it loose, but when I go to put it together, I put it back together and draw I gotta draw this up a little bit. I don't either. I gotta release it so it'll move. I bring this back in so that I have been using an alignment where when I'm redoing, you're doing a bunch, you have to release it and stuff like that. I bring it in so that it comes in even with the top of this plate here and back in so that it's captured by this anvil area in here. Like that. And then I tighten it up. Like I said, it takes a lot of cranking to get it tightened up. And I test it. I test it to make sure that it's tight. Although sometimes I don't get it tight enough yet. It's figuring out the tightness is the toughest part. Okay? And then I flip the back end back again, and what they tell you to do is to turn this until it's tight, and then give it a full turn again. I only give it about a half turn. And you see, it's tight again. I don't know if I got any power to this. I made a homemade real quick. I knocked this out, and surprisingly it works. It works. Let me find something to run it with. I don't know if I got power to it even. Having power to it's one thing, getting to it with the camera and everything around it. See if I got horsepower to it. Yep, okay. So then, we just check and see. There it is, that's on through. So what I just showed you on the top here, you do the exact same thing to the bottom first. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is I've been using pin a lot. And for a lot of the, wide angle stuff, big curves and everything like that, I just take and put the pin one in and drill a big enough hole I can get the pin through. And what I do there is I put the pin one in and I'll tighten it down like I did here on the bottom. This way when I'm releasing it back and forth on the top, the bottom doesn't pop out. I hope that gives you a little bit better idea of how to put the blade in, because I'm kind of stumped. I have no idea how else to explain how to do it and get get a good enough picture. Sorry. Hope that helped.